It is time to meet with the coach behind the Magic team. Forced to see Twitch plus Yumi. It's the one and only X7 coach, Nias. Hello.
Hello, hello.
It is a pleasure to have you with us to this pre-game interview. And I'll start with something simple. Everybody expects the world out of X7. How is it like to live with this sort of pressure and expectations for your team?
To be honest, right now I don't
Hmm.
really feel any pressure. I think none of us do. I think the real pressure starts when playoffs come and when we're going to try to qualify for European Masters, right? Because
Mhm.
that's the one you can't fail. But right now in the league, I don't think any of us actually feel pressure.
So you guys are already seeing the end of the line. You guys are not even worried right now. You have a lot of wins, so you feel
No.
comfortable.
Yeah, we're just taking it game by game. We're working on our own mistakes, right? We're obviously not the perfect team. So I don't really think any one of us
Hmm.
has pressure right now.
How's the dynamic work in X7 when you have that wealth of experience in your team?
It's pretty nice. Our scrims most of the time have positive results. However, every team is obviously going to have disagreements, right? And our disagreements obviously come on the same subject. So it means we know what issues we have to work on, right? Which we are currently doing. But it's pretty nice in general, actually.
JDXL have been on your heels throughout the entire split. Do you think
Mhm.
this game could be different from what we saw on the first week?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot different. I think in the game in
Hmm.
week one, we realized that we were playing with a lot of fear against Riddle and against JDXL. We weren't really playing without fear.
Hmm.
And I told him after the game versus GDXL, we knew that the game was a lot closer than it should have been because
Yeah.
that game should have been a complete stomp. And we were just too scared to actually pull the trigger. So that's why, for example, in the next week, you saw us playing stuff like Draven,
Hmm.
Twitch Yumi, champions where we can actually contest people through mid game, and not playing scared at all, playing forward, showing people playing in their face, and making sure that they know we are there to play in their face. So I think JDXL is going to have a big surprise coming for them.
Nice, because GDXL is like a massive aggressive team. They always run like to the enemy. They want to get that early lead, but so do you guys. So you feel the pressure and the fear factor is no longer existent?
Oh no. There are some times where we should still engage or enemies are overstepping and we are not punishing.
Hmm.
But as soon as we say it or it gets mentioned in our communication, that fear factor, that switch just flips off and we have no fear. And when we have no fear, we're unstoppable.
What do you think is the lane to watch for this game?
Oh, it's definitely mid lane. I don't think there's doubt about it. Tempt versus Eminence is going to
Hmm.
be interesting.
But then we look into the jungle. You have Haru, you have Dan, two massive junglers as well, who could probably turn the tables in favor of their team. Don't you agree?
Yeah, and I think it's going to be Haru without a doubt. I don't think
Hmm.
that one's going to be close at all.
Okay. Nice. What has impressed you the most about the JDXL this split?
Mm, I guess what impressed me the most was Kikis. I think he was going to be a lot worse than he actually was with his champion picks and stuff. I
Hmm.
thought he was going to be playing a lot more tanks and not actually skill matchups on bot lane. But it seems like he's actually improving quite fast. MNS, I knew already, so
Hmm.
I already had my expectations and I knew what they're getting. And the rest did not really surprise me.
I know you guys have been practicing non-stop. It was Kasing that told me that. I've seen it
Yeah.
on social media as well. Can you run me by a normal day of an X7 player or a coach?
For a player, it's you wake up. You basically I allow the players to wake up when they want to wake up. Like there shouldn't really be a sleep schedule. I just want everyone to be 100% for scrims, unless
Yeah.
of course there are personal reasons. We start scrims. We play our 5 games on scrim blocks out, and after that there's solo queue.
Hmm.
You basically just are kind of quote unquote forced to play 4 games of solo queue at least. People play more, and after that, I couldn't care less what you do. You can go have fun. As long as you're there, healthy, ready for next scrim day, everything's fine for me.
And now we look into the EU Masters because everybody believes that you guys are going to make to the EU Masters. I do believe you think you guys are going to make to the EU Masters as well. And everybody on ERLs know about X7. So do you fear that they have a lot of information about your team and can adapt to your team? Or are you confident that the skill level of your team will be enough to show everybody who's the boss?
I mean, honestly, from scrims, like there isn't really a region to worry about. Like, if you look at the other leagues, for example,
Yeah.
the main big ones, right? It's Ultraliga, Germany, Spain, and LFL. In Germany, there's not really a team to worry about at all. I don't even think there's even one that could come close to us or JDXL. Then you have Ultraliga, which has Ago Rogue, and they've been looking a bit shaky as well, so nothing there. Then there's Spain. Spain only has one team, which is Fnatic Team Queso. First team of NLC obviously will not get them in their European Master Group. And then there's only LFL, so I personally don't really think there's too much to worry about for the NLC region. If you look at us in JDXL, I honestly believe both could make top 4. If you look at the LFL teams, they obviously look good, right? They're obviously better than the other teams, but there's no team that's actually consistent and consistently good. There are teams that just consistently keep making mistakes and they don't seem to get fixed. So I think everyone should have high hopes.
I'm interested. This is going to be a good European Masters. It's going to be amazing. So last question for you. What is going to be the result? Because I made this question for Turok as well, so I'm going to make this one for you. What is going to be the result of this match, and why is X7 going to win?
Exactly as you said, X7 is going to win. The thing is, if you look at MNS, right? MNS is an individual wonderful player. He makes individual highlights, he tries to dominate his laning opponent, and he dominates through pressure. Now, that works when you're playing against mid laners who, of course, he has a higher skill ceiling above. When we saw last time what happened versus Tempt is MNS got solo kill on the side lane. Now, MNS might have a lot of solo kills, but he's not going to solo kill Tempt. And when XL does not have that lead, what do? And how do they play the map? Because we obviously know how to play the map when we are behind. We know how to play the map when we are ahead. We know how to slowly get a lead. XL knows how to get a lead through MNS. That's a big difference. And when they don't have that lead, I think they will falter.
Oh man, I'm getting pumped. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. This is going to be a good one. Any last words?
Not really. I would say watch out for Tempt. This is gonna be. He's been practicing hard. We've been practicing some champions that Excel hasn't seen before or know that we practice.
Ooh, okay.
There can definitely be some spicy picks coming up. Draft is definitely going to be a lot more spicier. Well, we'll see what happens. I do want to say one more thing though. I think Haru is majorly underrated. Sorry. I hear everyone talk so much about Nata. We talk about Kissing. We talk about Tempt. We talk about Smitty on site. Sorry, Jaeger talking on site. Smurfing. No one really mentions Haru that much. And Haru, if you look at the games, Haru just 1v9s every single game. Like, he does everything perfect. His engages are perfect. He makes mechanical wonders happen. He insects people on Zinzao. He flashes on a person, then W's to another target. It goes into the pit, steals a dragon. It's wonderful what that guy can do. Like, the way he engages, the way he skirmishes, everything he calls. I really want to give my hats off to him. I think he really deserves it. Obviously, to the other players as well, right? But Howard doesn't get mentioned that much. I think she can mention a lot more. That guy is doing loads of work.
Let's see, it's going to be a battle for the ages, the battle for the throne of the North. This is the game of the week, obviously, so thank you so much, Nias. It was a pleasure to have you with us. And don't you dare miss this game, okay, guys? I'll see you soon. Thank you.